Welcome in, everybody, to another exciting edition of the Roar Down. We're talking some women's basketball today. Here, their last Roar Down we'll have of women's basketball of the summer. We'll talk to them some more before the season starts in November. Grant Wakefield here with you. We're talking to a couple of players today and Coach Greg Waters as well. First off, Markayla Celestine. And Markayla, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So let's just start off real quick. You're a newcomer from Prairie View A&M.
Yes, sir.
How's the summer been? How's settling into Florence going?
I would say settling in Florence is a very welcoming community. My teammates are very welcoming. My coaches, they're warm at times. No, like they are, especially off the court, very just nurturing, like the motherly instincts just all together. I really do enjoy being here so far.
So far, short sample size, small sample size. Do you have a favorite thing about Florence so far?
I would say how close it is. I am very directionally challenged. So without a GPS, I am a lost cause. So everything is very close together. Like if you don't memorize it by now, like there's an issue. But I'm starting to get it. I can get to the gym. I can get to Walmart, Target, wherever I got to go.
There you go. There you go. It can be challenging. I was that way a few years ago myself as well. So you spent a summer with this team, but you spent last season at Prairie View A&M.
Yes,
What drew you from Prairie View to here to North Alabama?
I would say I just kind of crave structure just in general. I think that coming here, the coaches didn't give me these unrealistic promises during my recruiting process. It was very like, we're going to push you, we're going to challenge you, you're going to come and work hard, and that's what I wanted. I told them very specifically that I want to come to a program that I'm going to have to get with the program, and that I've had to do every day. Like I'm having to rise to the occasion every day, and sometimes I may not meet the mark, but they aren't like beating me down. You know, it's still a pickup, and so I really do appreciate that being here. For
sure. And what's it like? You kind of mentioned it there, but what's it like to play for this coaching staff?
I would say it's challenging, and I mean that in the best way possible. I'm like, there's never a time that you're going to be able to come here and just be mediocre. You're never going to be able to come in the gym and just be like, I'm just going to just come through and get through practice. Like, no, you're going to come. You're going to rise to the occasion. They're going to lift you up. They're going to correct you whenever you need correcting. And I think that it's just helping me, definitely with me being so young in my development. It's really good for me.
We've talked to a lot of players this summer about how quickly this team has gelled together. What's this summer been like, and what's kind of a takeaway you have from this team?
I would say how you said, how we quickly gel together. It's something that I've never experienced before. Obviously, I'm still pretty young, but I didn't have that on my last team with us being so close. I remember like one of the drills that we messed up terribly the first day we came. I'm used to coming into a locker room and there's a complaining environment, but instead we were in there, we were trying to get strategies of how to continue to get better and, again, rise to the occasion. And the next practice we came and we crushed it. And so being a part of a team that just keeps you up, you know, instead of just complaining, that's something that you can't buy.
For sure. And this team also has a lot of international flair to it, a lot of international players. Has there been something that you've kind of taken away from them of their traditions that's new to you here in America?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely like, obviously, you know, the differences, accents, of course. But I would say for sure leadership. I think a lot of them do come with leadership. Some are more, have more leader qualities than others. But I think I've definitely taken away good, positive things, especially leadership, though, just from them.
For sure. And back to you as the player. You've played basketball for a long time, your second season in college. What is kind of your favorite memory that you have from playing?
My favorite memory, probably getting out the transfer portal. We'll say that. No, I'm not going to lie to you. The transfer portal, that was rough. Y'all don't understand. Whenever I said, yes, I'm committing, this is verbal, like, whoa, the load on my shoulder. That was probably the best memory I have.
There you go. And let's step off the court for a second. You're a kinesiology major. What made you decide that, and what is something you kind of want to do with that major as well?
So whenever I was a freshman, I know that my very first coach that I had, my freshman coach, Coach Meacham, she was a kines major. It sounded crazy, but she said that she wound up being like a coach. Well, obviously she's a coach out of it. And so, I don't know, she just really inspired me to, you know, want to step into that coaching field. And so hopefully, if all goes well, I'll, you know, continue coaching after the ball stops bouncing for me.
Absolutely. And one more basketball question for you. What are we going to see out of Markayla this season?
Just probably I want to be vocal. I want to continue to be vocal. Obviously, again, I was a freshman last year, but I was still pretty vocal. I want to step that up a notch. My rebounding ability, I want to continue to, make that a role and continue to grow from there. I know that being in college, everybody has a role, and I want to be able to make the best of my role and, again, continue to add on to it.
And last thing, we always ask this on the back end with all of our guests. What is one message you have to Lion fans out there?
Come out, support, be loud. I'm going to be loud right with y'all. Yeah, just support us. It's going to be great.
Well, Markayla, we appreciate it. Thanks for joining
you.
us today, and we're looking forward to this season.
Yes, thank you so much.
Coming up next, we talk to Jocelyn, a newcomer from Northwestern State as well here on the Roar Down. Welcome back into the Roar Down, everybody. Grant Wakefield now checking back in with you with Jocelyn Gira from Northwestern State, a newcomer to this North Alabama team, and came over with Coach Nims. And first off, Jocelyn, what's the transition been like? Are you settling into Florence so far?
Yes, I love Florence. Really nice people, really nice town. They've had a few events that have been really nice. The first Friday was really nice. We went as a team. So I've been enjoying it, and my teammates are great, so the transition has been really easy.
There you go. And we talked with a lot of players, and they mentioned that first Fridays and that being kind of the big team bonding event you guys have had this summer. But what's it been like to be on a team this close together?
It's amazing. It's wonderful. Weather, practice is great. Sometimes we have rough days. You know how it is, especially in summer workouts. It's early on. We've been able to stick together, lift each other up, and just have fun off the court as well.
And you come over with Coach Nims from Northwestern State. First off, what's it like to play for Coach Nims?
Coach Nims is a coach that will give you tough love. She wants the best out of you, but she'll love you off the court and on the court. I love playing for Coach Nims and the whole coaching staff. They have a standard, and that standard doesn't move, and that's something that I really admire about her, and you don't find it often in college sports where a coach really cares for you as a person as well as a player, and it made it a no-brainer for me to come here.
For sure. And what is something that sold you? You kind of mentioned it right there, but what is something that sold you to follow her through the transition from Northwestern State to here?
Just her standard for everything. How you do anything is how you do everything is something that she says often, and I really like that way of thinking. And like I said, you don't find it often, especially at this level. So sold from day one.
Absolutely. And to this team, what is as we enter the final week of practice, what is like one big takeaway you've had from this team?
One big takeaway for this team is, I think people have said it before, but we just get along so well. And I think with time, that will show on the court as well with chemistry. The personalities have mixed together really well. We care for each other. There's leadership here and there from everyone, and that's not something that's pretty common. So I think that's going to show up on the basketball court.
We're excited for it, and let's take a step off the court real quick. You're from Lebanon, but born in Massachusetts. Tell us about that.
So I was born and raised in Massachusetts. When I was 11 years old, me and my family moved overseas to Lebanon, where I played basketball there. And I played in the semi-pro league for a few years, and I had my senior year, I had a really great Final Four. And from there, I was able to get offers from the States, and that's how I got in contact with Coach Nims. So.
Well, that's awesome, and it's a cool journey, and you mentioned that you played over there, but what has been kind of your favorite memory of basketball so far?
Ooh. I would say my favorite memory from college is when last year, my sophomore year, we played Kansas at Allen Fieldhouse. And walking in there and seeing all the jerseys up there and seeing James Naismith's stuff and being able to score and play a great game on that court was a lot of fun. That was probably my favorite college memory.
That's awesome. And Before we go, just what is something you kind of want to see? School starts, classes start here in a few weeks, but what is something you kind of want to see from this team in the fall before the season starts?
Interesting question. I think, like I said, we need time for our chemistry to show up. I think also we're all newcomers besides myself. So that's 14 new people, new system, new coach. We need time. And I think once we catch on with each other, we learn the defense really well, learn the offense really well, I think it's going to be really fun to watch.
We're excited for it, and always a parting message here. What is one message you have for Lion fans?
Come out and support us. We can't wait to see you guys, and we love you so much. This community has been great, so see you at the games.
Well, Jocelyn, we appreciate you joining
Thanks
us,
for having
and
me.
we'll talk soon.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So that's Jocelyn Gira from the UNA women's basketball team. Coming up next, we talk to Coach Greg Waters on the other side of the roar down.
If we don't always get to choose what's next, I'm going to make this choice count.
If what I believe in matters, then let's find out what I can do.
If I can be counted on, then I'll count on myself, too.
If there's always room to grow,
Then let's see how big our world can get.
Want to keep up with North Alabama athletics no matter where you are? Stay up to date with all things UNA by following the Lions on social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to the UNA Athletics YouTube page. Get your game day schedules, score updates, full game recaps, highlights, and more by keeping up with the Pride on social media. No matter where you are, you can stay in the know by following us on social media. Visit RoarLions.com today for more information.
For one final time, welcome back to the Roar Down with UNA women's basketball for the summer. We'll be talking with them, of course, in the fall when basketball season kicks off in November, and we're excited for it. But our final guest is Coach Greg Waters here with us. Coach, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you guys for having me.
So let's start off. First off, how's the transition been coming to UNA?
Oh, man, it's been amazing. It's pretty crazy because it's like, when you're growing up as a kid, you see, coaches move and change like all the time, and when it happens, like, to you, it's a lot different, especially, like, in this new age of college athletics where, you have to build, like, a whole new roster, find a place to live, and you have to do all of that. Like, as soon as we came in, it was, straight going. So, man, it's been crazy, but it's been fun, and I feel like we're all settling in.
And for this team, we've talked with it all summer long, but this team has gelled together very quickly. And
Absolutely.
you have to be excited about that, especially after the work you guys had to put in with the transfer portal when y'all first got here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you bring a whole new team in, I mean, there's a lot of things to learn. You got to learn the campus. You got to get adapted to the city. A lot of the kids came here as well, sight unseen. So you never know how that's going to go. You never know what the chemistry is going to look like. But the way that everybody has gelled, from the players to the staff and, having that continuity as a staff, I think that goes a long way. But the way that everybody has gelled has been amazing, man. Like, the energy is much more than I could even ask for or imagine.
And what is a big takeaway you've had from this team so far?
Yeah, just the connectivity. Like, this team, I've never seen a team, like, huddle themselves out, like, after we already huddled out. And I think Coach Nims has probably touched on that before. But, I mean, it's been great. Like, words really don't even describe it. It's just something that I think, you have to be around to see every single day, and then I think it'll translate to the court as well, too.
And we talked with Coach Brown a couple weeks ago about this, but you guys are very active in the community as well, community service. How important is that as a piece of this program?
I mean, it's very important. At the end of the day, we're all people. And at the end of the day, like, we want to work with kids. We want to work with people who are less fortunate to be able to give back. Like, all it takes is a little bit. You never know how you can impact somebody's lives. So, I mean, it's very important to be able to give back and help people around the community, because at the end of the day, these are also the people who support you.
And let's go back off the court for a little bit. Let's talk about your career. You've had a few stops, Tennessee, Knoxville. You work with the Bill Self camps as well at Kansas. What has kind of been a big lesson you've learned over the course of your career?
I mean, if you have a dream, if you have a goal, just go chase it. When I graduated college, I really didn't have a clue what I wanted to do, to be honest with you. And then I got a job with the Indiana Pacers as well, too, working in the front office on the ticket sales side. And then that connected me back with basketball, to be honest with you. And then going to the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. I had a specific goal in mind there of being able to work with one of their basketball teams and just made it happen. So, I mean, really just, you know, you can do what you put your mind to. You just have to go chase it. I think that's what I learned for sure.
That's awesome, and we see that with you guys, the whole coaching staff as a whole. You guys are focused like that, and going forward with this team, last week or last few practices of the summer wrapping up this week, what's going to be the next few months as we lead into basketball season?
Oh, yeah, man. We're going to a full throttle. You know, the team has caught on well to the concepts and everything it is that we're teaching. You know, so now it's just retaining that information, building on the things that we implement here within the program, and then just building on it as we get back.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. And one final message we have always when we wrap things up, what's your message to Lion fans?
Oh, man, you know, like I said before, this team is connected. This team is fun. This team is full of energy, and I think you guys are going to feel it. And I think when you guys come out and support, we're going to keep working hard to give you guys a great product.
Well, Coach Waters, we appreciate the time, and thanks for joining us today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So that'll do it for the Roar down here on this Wednesday, the final one of women's basketball this summer. And we'll be talking to them much more as the season gets close in November with tip-off. So for Braden Rogers behind the camera, all of our women's basketball guests, and everybody associated with the University of North Alabama, I'm Grant Wakefield saying so long, God bless, and as always, Roar Lions.